everybody. Listen, I want to do this here real fast. This is part two of. Sorry, I'm trying to get myself together here. Earlier this month, I did a piece on this gentleman by the name of Mullins Mcleod. Mullins Mcleod is running for governor of South Carolina. He's a Democratic candidate for governor of South Carolina. Mullins was arrested back in May down on the Battery in this crazy episode that he had. I don't know if he was having a psychotic break or nothing. He didn't give much explanation as to what took place, but he did say that it was an attack. Like, this is part of a plan to take him down, according to him. But I wanted to share with you part two of this video because it took me a minute to get a hold of this. Now, this is profanity laced, so please, I'm going to tell you right now, if you are in a public place, turn your phone down or put it on the headphones, because this man does go off, with racial slurs, a bunch of cursing, and that type of thing. And it's just this morning it had me thinking about like the lengths that people will go to for money. You know what I mean? They'll support anybody. Like, one thing that opposes them, you'll hear them. Opposes them. Excuse me. You're offended by this, but then on the other hand, because you support this guy, you can excuse him saying, uttering the N word out of his mouth. You know what I mean? In whatever context, you want to put it in, to overlook that, to just look past that and then pretend to be so offended over here on something that, quite frankly, probably wasn't intended to be racial, but was turned into something racial, is just, it's very discouraging for me when it comes to politics. Just the links that people will go. Because, listen, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to take money to say anything, because I fear how I would feel after I took the money to say anything. And I won't support anybody. Okay, but you can't tell me you offended by this person using the word you or your, and then this man in the back of a police car, no matter, talking about my nigga and this and that, but you're not offended by that. You actually cape up for this dude. You know what I mean? It pisses me off about politics, and this is why I can't stand the politicians and the ones who stand around them, and with their hands out trying to get money, because they'll lie to you. They'll flat out lie to you just for political reasons. And but yeah, here's part two, and this guy is still running for the governor of South Carolina. Now, the Democratic Party has tried to part ways with him, but then again, he was recently in King Street, shouting out Ronnie Sabb, shouting out Kirby, So I don't know. I don't know. These people need to explain this to me. Like, we sit around and we watch. I don't know. I don't know how in the hell these people can get up here and scream about how racist this person is, or that person is, got Georgetown going through whatever they're going through because somebody gave a racist comment, but then you support this man who's in the backseat of a police car talking about niggas, bitches, talking about any and everything. But I don't see the Democratic Party trying to take him down for being a racist. I guess if you say my nigga instead of just nigga is better. And shit is very, 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 very aggravating to me. It's very annoying to me. Pisses me the fuck off. Excuse me. Excuse me. But for these people to get up and claim that they're genuine and they for the people and this and that, man, you for a check. You for a check. They for a check. People is for money. I'm kidding about y'all. All right, again, this has got a lot of bad language in it.
Oh, Mar-a-Lago, I've driven by it, I don't know how many times with my friend Harry, who I can promise you is God is my witness right now. Every dollar Harry Jones has put in his back pocket was earned, my brothers. He ain't never cheated nobody. No, Harry? And Harry, please tell the world how you knew for the first time that I was a class act, and then tell the world the first time your father told you that I was maybe the class's act to ever grace the dare. Ask people to go to the ballot box to vote for him, because that's a mistake I made step fucking one, motherfucker. Alright? The first time I did this, I dared was 2010, and I got my ass checked in a hurry. And I don't even know all those dots. But I know the first thing that should have told me this is wrong is the word laser beam, Elon. Tell the world why laser beam was first in the first printed, already from my hands and eyes, version of the Mcleod for governor. And you know what that is? The people's house. Well, who the fuck is he, bitch? He ain't even 40 years old. We didn't know the first time somebody planted in my fucking brain.
And again, I apologize about the language, but this is, this is your potential. This is the Democrat candidate for governor of South Carolina. This is who this is, Mullins Mcleod. Again, this is part 2 of a video that was about a 30+ minute tirade in the backseat of a police car down in Charleston, South Carolina. And then here we go.
That my dreams can actually happen. His name is also Joe. But it ain't Crooked Joe the Judge. It's Joe Owen. Not everybody get that wrong. He lives in Greenville. Supposed to be the most lily-ass white conservative state in the county. My friend Joe Justice. Tell Joe Justice. Tell the world how we first met.
To the people of King Street, South Carolina, that this man was in front of, did anybody tell you guys that he was in the backseat of this car screaming, yelling, cursing, talking about my nigga, talking about slavery, talking about all kinds of things that if he were a white man in the Republican Party, and that's the problem I got with this, is just, he'd be the most racist man in the world, but he gets supported by local black senators, and his response to this was weirder than this, if you can believe that.
Ask him if I called you. I don't even know we ever met. Share with the world the first time we met. What happened? Where we were? What did you say? What did I say? Who said first? All I know is that some boy you said, Mullins. Some people are just born. Stop right. Back this motherfucking car. Back it the fuck up. Put me right up. No. Back it up, motherfucker. Bitch. You know exactly why I want to stop right here. First I always tell the fucking wrong.
I mean, what's going on in Columbia for him to still believe, after this video has been released, to still have the confidence that he could still be governor of South Carolina? What is going on in Columbia, South Carolina?
What you told me? You were my last stop to check my ass whether or not I was crazy. To dare. To dream. At the ripe old age of I don't even know. Actually, the same fucking time, Nikki dared her same dream. Oh my God. Wallace, jeez. Fuck the fuck off, bitch. You hear me? You are a bitch. You are a bitch. You know what I want? Well, she don't get to do this for you. I want every Native American, you see?
How has the Democratic Party not come out and been like more forceful in knowing this? Most of you watching this, just like me, this is the first time you're seeing this, the first time you're hearing about it. He's still on the ballot. And what is this? Partisan politics is the worst. Either side, left or right. If you are partisan, you are the problem.
I want you to go right where Wallace, the fucking redneck clown, wants to build his redneck circus. And I want you to please let me know when you're all there. I don't give a fuck if it takes a year or 50 years. Wallace, until the Native American, you see, is at my just table, your crooked fucking clown ass is guess where? You're already in jail, you bitch. I tell you what, back that up. I'm gonna give you a little bit more grace. Your ass has moved on to another game, another scheme. But the casino business, my brother, you out of casino business. You will never, ever dare to breathe the word casino in my fair state. In addition, pack your fucking bags right now.
All right, and to think that these are the types of people. Okay, all right. Now, to be clear, Mullins Mcleod is not a politician. He's running to be the candidate. Excuse me. He's a candidate running for the governor's office of South Carolina. Okay, and he's talking a lot about casinos right now, and that's been a big talk because the group was formed and it was put in the state paper about this group wanting to do something in Orangeburg, South Carolina. And that's not far from where he's from. He's from Walterboro, South Carolina. But I can imagine this man's, privy to some high level conversations when it comes to the planning of things like this, casinos and such in South Carolina. But understand, this is the type of people that's at the top making these decisions. Again, prominent lawyer down in a personal injury lawyer down in Charleston, South Carolina. Kind of reminds me of Murdaugh, Alec Murdaugh. Not in the way they look, but just demeanor. That whole kind of pill popper look. Just a person that has been privy to money and power forever, to the point where it makes them delusional. Where they can't, there's no line. They don't understand, because this is the theory, rules for thee and not for me, or rules for me and not for thee type thing. But anyway,
I don't know where you live, but I know that house costs a lot of money. Pack your fucking bags right now. Hang a for sale sign on it. Because that's not like your house, motherfucker. That belongs to the people. That's going to be part of the equitable division. That William Mullins Mcleod John, I don't give a fuck who you call me. I don't care what you call me. You call me God. You think I give a fuck? What I care about is this guy named Wallace, who was the last person in whatever class it was at the KA house at Wofford to be admitted into our fraternity. Something that I'm going to get there. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? The fleece. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to give the world a little dot first. So my friend Art Laney wore what's called the fleece, okay? So the fleece is a symbol, and it's a good symbol, okay? At the K house at Wofford, you're supposed to be like...
All right, so he says at Wofford. So I got to do a little research to see if he attended Wofford, because there could be some truth into what he's saying. He's talking about a situation at the fraternity house, and let's see.
God, that's where you train. You follow me? You train to take the wheel of this fine fair state. Well, The fleece is supposed to be for the biggest drunk. And it's to remind the rest of us that we're not drunk, so get your ass to class. All right? That's the only doubt I got. And I pray. I'm serious, man. I'm praying now. I think I'm going to be able to set you free and take that fleece off. And Art, you know I'm not talking about you, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. Okay? The person knows I'm not talking about Art, knows exactly what I'm talking about. So, Wallace, get the fuck out, man. And before the people of South Carolina usher Andre Bauer into the United States Senate, that's Andre Bauer's house. You follow me? Take that for sale sign off. It says this is Andre's house. You don't have to use his last name. Andre, pack your bags, baby. I want you in Wallace's house by sunrise. Now, you don't get to keep it, okay? But you will be a good steward because I know you, my brother, of that house before our people elevate you to where you should have been in 2010. The truth of the matter is you should have trucked my ass in 2010. You know why? You were a better politician. You were Strom Thurmond. Your door-to-door was better than anything Strom Thurmond dreamed. You know why? You fucking went door-to-door. I'm driving over Ravenel Bridge. God damn it. Motherfuckers, I've come all up to there. And you know what I saw? You see, there was a guy named Gail Kimball. He was God in this state. That's what everybody believed. All right? Now, I'm not saying that he wasn't. But I'm putting this dot on the world's map. And we're going to come back to you, Mr. Governor, and we're going to find out. And
all right, so yes, he did attend Wofford College. It says here in his LinkedIn profile is that he, in 1986 to 1990, he went to the Woodbury Forest School. From 1990 to 94, he went to Wofford College. And from 94 to 97, the University of South Carolina School of Law, Doctor of Law is what it says here. Okay.
punk ass cheap motherfucker like Wallace, if you are a responsible steward of the people's house and most importantly the people's money. You see what the crooks and clowns don't understand? We all have one God.
No, they are driving.
He's our God. We're all in the same boat. That boat is named the Frank Mayflower.
You listen, you can hear the.
And the only thing that matters to all of us, Donald Trump, one of the wealthiest men in the world, Mullins Mcleod, his punk ass in the back of his car, is that when you take the hard-earned dollar out of my pocket, you spend it for the benefit of all humankind. You heard me, you dumb fuck. Now we get ready to pack down this damn interstate. There ain't gonna be nobody sleeping on this interstate. That's why they got these hills, you see. Because if you want to get from the low country where the robber barons dumped the slaves before they got here, and you dared to get out of this swamp and this marsh and these rice fields, because let me tell you folks, Whitey ain't fucking stupid, okay? At this point in the story, Whitey thought he was on the moon and Andrew Chisholm was a fucking. Well, guess what? When I'm done, Andrew fucking Chisholm, my fucking is gonna be on the fucking moon. And Elon, I don't have to go any further. You ain't getting the Mars, you dumb fuck.
So, Live 5 News blocked out when he said the N-word. And he's talking about somebody named Andrew Chisholm, who is it's my nigga. This is who the Democrats. It's y'all boy.
You know why? I don't know how many people I told out loud. I don't ever want $1 billion. Because you know what? If I had $1 billion, my stupid ass would try to do something like going to the moon. I'd die. Or you know what? I try to like build a submarine myself, like my wife and my kids and Lydia. We get in my backyard and bang out a little submarine. I got all the money in the world. If I got $1 billion, I could buy the world. But I'm so fucking bored, I figured, shit, I got some money, I'm so smart, me and Lydia Salters and Mary Jones and my wife Ashley. We can build this boat enough to make the entire world just the way it always should have been before the robber bands fucking flipped the script. So let me repeat. The only thing that matters, belly button to belly button world, is that if you are in a democracy, democracy means fair, just, equitable, where you have a voice, and your voice can be heard for no fucking money, bitch. That's right, I got all the power. As far as the world's concerned, but I'm a broke motherfucking redneck from Baltimore, because I've been in this fucking Shark Tank since the day I was born. I just didn't know what game I was playing. Well, Mr. President, when they tried to take you out, I started thinking, wait a minute, I better start paying more attention to this racist ass Donald Trump. And Lachlan McIntosh, yes, full name, right now. He is one of the fairest people in all the world. Empty all the Shark Tanks. Right fucking now. Guess who runs the first one that gets empty? Lachlan McIntosh. The first one that purges his guts. I mean, purges it, motherfucker. Actually, I take back. Lachlan, I might need those bare knuckles. The first person who will be in charge of the first tank this purge is a fellow named Kerry Crampler. That's all you need to know.
I don't know. For some reason, this stupid officer has the radio on doing it. I mean, don't the officer understand that all of this information is pertinent and then they're going to play the radio over it? Officers, these are not your personal cars. These are the people's car. And we need to hear what's going on in those cars. So please, in the future, just take the radios out of the car.
This is his name. Hey, think tank. I honestly don't, but I tell you what, Heritage Foundation, that's right. Purge your fucking shit right now. Tell everybody they got a peace slip. But this is the most important part. When my friend Gary gets there, you better have a memo for him explaining in my plain, broken, redneck, copper fucking language just exactly what you did to the American people when you took Jim fucking Crook in the bed off the Senate floor.
That's a stupid officer with this music. Like, you got a job to do. Nobody care if you're aggravated, go do another job. This is all part of the investigation, part of the arrest. Stupid.
$3 million fucking dollars a year. Now, Jim the bet, I'm gonna give you a little, you know what? I guess I gotta come back to you. Wallace, Andre, if
I mean, this man could be really giving up some real good information. He could be, he could have been, you know, talking about a threat, anything like that. And this dumb officer, instead of doing good, you know, surveillance, listening to what's going on, turns the music up. Stupid.
Andre, I know you don't live far from Wallace. How about ride by his fucking crooked ass, big ass, expensive house? Okay? And you know why Wallace lives in Greenville, wherever he lives, that big ass house? To make people think he's powerful. Well, let me tell you something about real estate. You know where I live? That shows the world power. Because I live on the fucking water for free every night with my family eats fucking dinner. I get to see God's gift to the world, that Atlantic Ocean, that Ashley Ray and my friend Ashley too. You know what I'm talking about. Please start educating some motherfuckers. Can't finance, please, because y'all gonna break me the fuck down.
And again, these people are, you know, this is the top elite class in Charleston. Yeah, one of the most prominent lawyers down there on that thing. And this is the way they see the world. You know, their homes project power. You know, everything is in furtherance of their control over the state of South Carolina. And the insecurities come in where, you know, when you hear him say, I'm a redneck boy from Walterboro, South Carolina, and they hold that, you know, and they made it all the way up to the USC School of Law. That's something, You know what I mean? To be an old hayseed from Walterboro, and you know, come from a line of moonshine drinkers and still makers, and now you know, straighten that all the way out, straighten that all the way out. Became a honorable, dignified lawyer who ended up in the back of a police car with a dumb officer who's playing this music too loud.
Y'all don't. Okay? You know why I bought 46 Boulevard? Because I legitimately and squarely, I didn't rip Moose's ass. No, I didn't. Dawes, you know I'm coming for you next. Not coming for you for any other reason. And if you want to know who else deserves a lot of fucking money to be shown their way, his name is Dawes Cook. And his name is Mark Phillips. And let me tell you why. First off, if you're a McLeod, you got a leg up on a guy named Moose. If your name is William Mullins Mcleod Jr., the day I'm born, and your nickname is Moose, the day he's born, I got a leg up on you, Moose, that I have no idea, that I now know when I started living next to you. You know who's always...
And again, you hear it, man. These it's all wrapped up into, you know, who I am, what's my name, and you know, if you're born a McLeod, you're, and that gives them this, in my opinion, this air of superiority where I can do whatever I want because they've done whatever they want. Unfortunately, now this is caught on camera. Again, being it's caught on camera, and we're getting to see it. And in his address to this, he didn't even address it. He just said that, you know, they made this up. They putting this out to try to hurt him. And apparently he's got the balls of some of the high-ranking Democratic officials because they ain't coming out against him. Matter of fact, in King Street, they supporting him.
Home, me. You know who's never home's always on the road? You.
This is y'all trusted people to make the right decisions on behalf of the people of King Street, and this is who they bring into y'all. This is who they brought in, said, hey, this is a good guy. Let's vote for him because, you know, he'll be somebody that we've got around us for too long. We've been represented. We've been, you know, basically on the outside looking in. This is our guy. This is our champion.
You know that you have worked every day with the man watching your fucking ass. You can't take a shit without having to tell the man you took a shit. Actually, the man tells you you took a shit. You better bill somebody, motherfucker.
That officer needs to be fired. That officer is an asshole and is really obstructing right now. It's a dummy.
Because the game, you see, is to capture that time. Come on, man. Well, I knew before the first grade, if your life is to capture time, you're a slave. Joe, you hear me? No, six-pack. I get it, man. You feel like a slave. No, you're not in shackles. Yeah, you look like you're free because you're an F-150 that's brand new. You know why you bought that F-150 on credit and you can't afford it? Because you want to show the world that you deserve a little respect. Guess what, Joe? The world should have given you a fucking Rolls Royce the minute you got out of bed. Because you've done more work in the last week than these robber barons have done in 5 fucking generations. Because you know what you carried with you.
The robber baron term, he uses that term quite frequently, right? Which means to me, and I could be wrong, is that this is what they talk about. This is the and the robber baron term. Let's do a little, just to give you some historical context, and it kind of gives me an idea where this man's mind is and how he views the world, right? Let's see, robber, BBERR, barons. Let's see what we come up with here on the old Googler. Because again, it's a term that he's used throughout this profanity-laced tirade, and I just lost that. Oh no, it's right there. All right. Let's see. Share screen. All right. The term robber baron. Robber baron refers to powerful, ruthless American industrial financiers of the 19th century who amassed immense fortunes through monopolistic, which is monopoly, exploitive, and unethical practices during the Gilded Age, characterized by their controversial accumulation of wealth and control over industries like oil, steel, and the railroads. Figures such as Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, and Cornelius Vanderbilt are leaders in this group, which include figures like J.P. Morgan and those guys that created the Federal Reserve off of Tybee Island, off the coast of South Carolina. So he makes references to the robber barons a lot. I just thought I'd make mention of that. It's like a antebellum type mind state. Earlier in his rant, he talked about, escaping through the rice fields and all this other stuff like this. So he has a interesting worldview, I would say.
Do the work every day, not the weight of the world, my brother, the weight of your family. And that weight, you fucking idiots, is the weight that motivates honest, good, moral humans that want to do the people's work. Because when you have your good angels at the wheel in the governor's house.
Hey, put this dumbass officer in the damn detention center, please. Do not need to be out on the road.
The Attorney General, the people's house. You don't ever have to worry about those human beings doing the devil's bidding. The devil is the dark angel. Put one dark angel on Terry Richardson, put another dark angel on Matthew Richardson. Boys, don't go anywhere. Right tomorrow morning, you're both in front of Henry's house, standing naked baby, but I'll give you a loincloth. One dark angel, Terry on your left shoulder, Matthew on your right. Now going back to the story when Joe Rice and I first met. I can't connect the dots, but just know this. I'm for the first time in my life at the table I want to be in, okay? Where I've heard all the time, this is where the money's made. Class action lawyers are crooks, they're clowns. Ain't no good, they're fucking stupid, they're too lazy to do the paperwork. I was finally at the table because you know what I knew? I don't know what this world's about, but they start spreading money around. This dumb redneck, no. I understand that currency. So you see, normally lawyers want to discuss how to split the fee before they take a little risk.
Does he refer to himself as a redneck because he is a redneck, or is that just something, kind of a jokey way to say things? I don't know. Somebody enlighten me, please.
You know the only lawyer I know who has never bitched to me about doing class action work is my friend Joe Rice, who's had my six all along. I just didn't really realize how much he had my six. You know why? Because Joe Rice is willing to do the work, bitch. That doesn't mean he doesn't deserve the honor, the dignity, and the grace to play golf 10 days a week out of a 7-day week. Folks, trust me, he's earned that right just when I connect.
That dude said 10-day week out of a 7-day week. He deserved to play golf 10 days out of a 7-day week. These lawyers are the problem with our government.
Like this done. So I'm finally at the table. And
this man is trying to be a part of that clique. What does he know?
Didn't decide how to split the money up on the front end, which Justice Placonis told me. There were 3 things he told me that I
it's 2 officers in there. Yeah, both of them need to be fired.
Listened to in a full year. I was bored to death riding around the state. Not because I wasn't with the most powerful guy in South Carolina that I knew at that time. Because I was hoping to hear something, to connect the dot. I bet you I don't know how many times riding around the state, and the first time I got in the best circuit court judge's car to go do the people's work, he said,
you know what I'm interested in now? I have to send a FOIA request to Georgetown because I want to see how the judge behaved during his arrest when he was arrested for domestic violence here a couple months ago. I got to see it. So I'm about to send the request over as soon as I get off of here. Got to see it. Because you got another judge in Charleston arrested for some heinous crimes against children. Then you got another representative that just pled guilty.
Well, meet me in the garage. I said, well, goddamn, both. I figured you'd be out there in the damn, I don't know, placard out there. No, in the garage. You know, the only thing I remember, I think it's a Toyota. I can't remember. But I tell you this, when I sat my cracker ass, when I sat my lily white ass, William Mullins Mcleod Jr., that came here on the Mayflower, that by the grace of God, got through law school. We'll talk about the grace of God later. But you know who you are. I'm going to lift you up because I'm worried you're no longer with us.
Okay, and if that's alcohol, then he has underlying issues along with that. I know alcohol can make people act strange, but in the last video, somebody said bath salt, and I'm kind of leaning toward that myself, which I don't know.
And I'm going to lift up every grandmother who's ever worried at any time in her life, including my own grandmothers, Mimi Green, Rhoda Lane McLeod. I'm going to lift every grandmother in this state. My people are. That's right, my people. Because now they know who's doing their work. And let me tell you something. When you represent the people, there's nothing wrong with that. They make you think it's a bad name. You know what else I'm going to do? Whoa! We got a King airplane. It's a prop plane. Joe Rice wouldn't fly a King Air for all the money in the world. You know why? Because he knows it's a fucking piece of shit. That's why. You know what? No redneck in the world knows about a King Air 200. He didn't even know they exist because this crooked ass state has bought this stupid ass plane. You know why Terry and Massey don't?
If he wasn't Mullins Mcleod, if he was just some other random dude, do you think the cops would have roughed him up?
And the people paying for that Learjet because they're scared they'll get caught. Well, let me tell you how fucking crazy I am. Henry, sell that plane right now. Right now. Put that bitch on the chopping block. And then do this for me. Jay-Z, call Henry and say, let me give you a little help, brother, because I think I know what's coming next. Tell Henry, now Donald, I know you know, but I'm going to let Henry have a little fun here. Designed for me.
Get a car.
Jay-Z, call Henry. Tell Henry how to ask Rolls Royce to build the baddest, fucking blackest, badder than this fucking police car I'm getting out of. God damn it. No, I'm not doing it. No, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to let you rip my fucking hands off.
Are you going to come out yourself or do you?
Jay-Z, tell Henry how to call Rolls Royce. No, fuck you, no, I'm not doing that. No, God damn it. I'm not getting out of this car. I'm not doing it. Why not? Because I'm.
Shit. I mean, he went racial, so I'm gonna go racial. If his ass was black, he'd be out that car and goddamn in less than a blink of an eye, his ass would have been on that floor with another charge, two new charges: assaulting the officer and resisting. They would have hit him with a double whammy. If his name was Marcus McLeod instead of Mullins Mcleod, I'm just saying. It's
time to go to bed. It's time to go. It's fine. Let me out. Dude, I'm not doing this.
Are you going to step out?
No, it's fine.
You're going to act like an adult and step out or no?
No, I'll sleep right here. It's fine. I don't give a fuck.
All right, no. All right.
I got work to do, bitch. Don't pull me out of this car. Ow, God damn it.
Stand up.
Man, let me tell y'all something about Aaron McQueen.
This is the one who can fix.
And that's it. It's part 2 of gentleman who is running for the highest office in the state of South Carolina, Mullins Mcleod. Y'all saw that. Y'all heard that. Please get in the comment section and tell me what you think about it. And remember, it's going down this Saturday.